You may feel the weight of this message settle into your spirit as you read it, and that is no accident. There is urgency here, an urgency rooted not in fear, but in the depth of love that reaches you from the higher realms. The time to ignore this calling is past. What lies ahead for you is significant, and pretending otherwise will only bring sorrow. If you turn away now, you may one day look back filled with regret, knowing you were given a chance to protect yourself and did not take it. A profound plea has come from beyond the veil, from one who watches over you, who has seen what awaits and wept for you. Their pain, born of divine compassion, has stirred the heavens. This is why Archangel Michael now speaks, not merely to warn, but to awaken something powerful within you. With boundless love, not condemnation, Archangel Michael reaches out to your heart. This is the kind of love that surpasses anything the human heart can comprehend, pure, strong, eternal. It moves from the heart of the divine straight to you. He is not a distant figure, but a presence wrapped around you like armor, always shielding you, though unseen. However, the moment has come when protection also requires knowledge. There is something you must see, something hidden in plain sight, which if left undiscovered could bring you immense pain. There is a betrayal forming around you, carefully concealed, stitched into the details of your daily life, and orchestrated not by a stranger, but by someone you consider close. This person has managed to blend in so seamlessly that you would never suspect them. Their mask is convincing. They wear the expressions of loyalty, speak the language of care, and seem to stand beside you. But underneath their smile lies intent that is not aligned with your good. Their reasons may not stem from hatred. Sometimes envy, weakness, or a desire for control motivates such acts. Still, the effect will be just as wounding, and that is why the veil must now be lifted. The divine does not want you to walk into this storm unaware. Someone in the heavenly realms, a soul deeply bonded to yours, maybe even one who once walked this earth with you, has seen this moment coming. Their sorrow reached the divine, and their prayers brought this message to you. It is easy to overlook quiet warnings, especially when they challenge what we believe about people we love or trust. But Archangel Michael is here to say this betrayal will cut deep if you don't open your eyes now. It's time to listen closely, not to fear, but to truth. The heavens know how tender-hearted you are, how generous and open you've always been. That light within you shines brightly, but even the brightest light attracts shadows. You must understand that not everyone around you shares your purity of intention. Some are drawn to your energy, but not to uplift you. They seek to feed off it. The days ahead require that you pay close attention. Reflect on the people in your life, not just their words, but their actions. Some individuals who speak of love may not truly wish you well, and while they may not even understand the full extent of their own motives, the threat remains real. Do not be lulled into complacency. Your heart has always wanted to believe in others, to give them the benefit of the doubt, but now is the time for clarity, not blind hope. You are not being asked to confront or attack anyone. This is not a call to vengeance. Rather, it is a moment of sacred stillness and heightened awareness. Quietly, wisely, you are being urged to see what you have previously chosen to ignore. Archangel Michael, who bears the sword of truth, stands beside you. His sword does not strike in anger, but slices through deception. You are invited to wield this sword too, not with your hands, but with your discernment. See the truth for what it is. Let your awareness become your shield. You are not alone in this. His presence is a constant, unseen force around you. Every time doubt creeps in, every time your gut tells you something isn't right, know that He is near, whispering that same truth into your soul. Those nudges you've dismissed, the subtle discomfort around someone's energy, that inner voice you've brushed aside. These are not mere feelings. They are signals, sacred ones, and now is the time to heed them. Trust is a powerful thing. Once given, it creates a bond meant to be built upon honesty and mutual care. But trust can be weaponized by those who wear false faces. You must ask yourself who in your life has consistently shown up when it mattered, who remained steady in your storms, and who has disappeared when things got hard or used your vulnerability for their gain. Write their names down if you must. Examine the energy each person brings into your life. Does it uplift you or weigh you down? Do they sow peace or confusion? These are not small questions. The answers will guide you toward truth and safety. There is someone among your circle, someone who drains rather than supports. They might think they're helping, they might believe their intentions are harmless, but that doesn't make them any less dangerous. This isn't about creating enemies or turning your heart cold. It's about preserving your soul's well-being. You are not being told to sever all ties in anger, but to quietly step back from relationships that cloud your clarity or diminish your light. You have more strength than you know, and Archangel Michael is here to remind you of it. His strength is now flowing to you. His shield covers you. But you must also do your part. Remain alert, stand firm in your spirit, and choose wisely. Every choice you make in the coming days matters more than you think. The threads of this betrayal are already being woven, but the tapestry is not finished, and you still have the power to change the outcome. Trust yourself. Trust the quiet voice within. It speaks with the wisdom of your higher self and the echoes of divine guidance. The danger is not unavoidable, but it can only be avoided if you act now. Delay invites pain. Awareness offers safety. Remember that the heavens are watching over you not as judges but as guardians. The one who cried for you did so out of a love deeper than you've ever known. They could not bear to watch you walk into this harm without a warning. Their tears, sacred and pleading, brought this message into your hands. Do not ignore it. You've been chosen to receive it because your path matters, or your light matters. You are not being asked to live in paranoia, but to step into wisdom and strength. Fear has no place here. You are not a victim, you are a soul of immense power, chosen and protected. Let no deception take root in your life. Let no illusion go unchallenged. Stand firm in your truth, and you will not fall. You are divinely supported, eternally loved, and never alone. In the days to come, hold fast to this knowing. Do not panic. Do not crumble under doubt. The enemy uses fear to blind, but you walk in light. Let that light guide you. Let it burn through every falsehood. Archangel Michael is not a distant figure in myth. He is real, present, and committed to your protection. His voice reaches you now so that you may rise into the strength that was always within you. What's ahead may shake you, but it cannot break you. Not if you stay anchored in truth. This message is a gift, an act of grace, to use it well. If you're willing to listen and remain alert, if you can be mindful and intentional in your steps during these days, the truth will not pass you by unnoticed. You will recognize it clearly, and you won't fall prey to the storm that approaches. The presence of Archangel Michael is not a sign of fear or dread. It is an offer of divine assistance and strength, a sacred invitation to be aware and to be armed with the wisdom you've been entrusted with. Let your heart remain anchored in calmness, not shaken by panic or anxiety, for these feelings will only cloud your inner clarity. Now is the time to take what you've been given seriously and respond with spiritual maturity. Open your heart to the message that's been sent for you specifically. Don't ignore the signals. The period ahead will not be easy, but it is not without hope. You must awaken every part of your awareness, every inner sense you have. No more wandering half asleep through your days. Something is unfolding, and its effects are more subtle than obvious. You are not just another person in the crowd. Your soul has been recognized by heaven as precious and worthy of protection. That is why you've received this message. You've been chosen not because of fear, but because of your deep value in the divine plan. Many walk through life unaware of the dangers that await them. They receive no forewarning, no sign, no preparation. But you, beloved one, are being given a chance to see what lies ahead. This is not meant to scare you, but to awaken your consciousness. Heaven has seen what others cannot. There is someone close to you, someone who smiles in your presence, someone who may even seem supportive, who does not have your best interests at heart. This individual hides their true intentions well, but heaven sees through masks. Their plan is not random or impulsive. It's been slowly built through misdirection and manipulation. And while the betrayal may not be obvious, if you stay spiritually awake, you'll notice the small cracks, the little signs that speak louder than words. Let your heart be at peace, for you are not alone. You are being shielded by divine presence. Archangel Michael walks beside you, a guardian not only of your physical safety but of your soul's integrity. You are being guided gently, and this guidance is a powerful force. Even if the path seems uncertain, you are not walking it without help. Many would wonder how to maintain trust when deception looms, how to remain calm when the risk of betrayal weighs heavy. But the answer lies not in trusting people blindly, but in anchoring your heart in the divine. People are flawed and susceptible to error, but the guidance you are receiving comes from a source that never falters. Fear has no place in your journey forward. Yes, you have been warned about a betrayal, but that doesn't mean you should collapse under fear's weight. Instead, let calmness be your strength. Inner stillness allows for greater clarity. From that place of peace, you will see things not from a place of pain or panic, but with discernment. In that state, you will know who truly stands by you and who simply pretends. Remain connected to your own inner wisdom. The quiet whisper inside you, the feeling in your gut when something feels off, these are not to be ignored. They are sacred, and they are often the very way heaven speaks to us. You've been given insight before the storm, and that itself is a divine gift. With this knowledge comes responsibility not to lash out, not to accuse, but to quietly watch, to carefully reflect, and to prepare. Those who mean you harm may not think of themselves as your enemies. Their betrayal may not stem from hatred. It could arise from envy, insecurity, or even unconscious selfishness. But even if their intentions are not purely evil, the outcome of their actions could still be deeply harmful to you if you are unprepared. This is why you must remain centered. You are not being told to live in suspicion or to turn cold toward everyone around you. What is being asked of you is discernment, to look at the fruits of people's actions, not just their words. Who supports you when no one is looking? Who shows up for you when you're at your lowest? Who has given you love and kindness without asking for anything in return? These are the people who walk in truth. On the other hand, there are those who sap your energy, who bring confusion, conflict, or emotional weight into your life. Pay attention to those patterns. They will guide you in recognizing who is aligned with your spirit and who is not. This betrayal cannot be avoided through confrontation. You won't outsmart it through arguments or demands. But what you need is wisdom. You must quietly remove yourself from relationships and situations that feel toxic or draining. Preserve your energy. Protect your peace. This is a spiritual battle more than anything, and it is won not by aggression but by clarity, calmness, and alignment with divine will. Archangel Michael's presence offers strength, but also invites you to stand strong in your own power. His sword of truth is not meant to be used in anger, but to cut through illusion. That sword is your awareness, your discernment, your insight into people's true intentions. The more you lean into the truth, the less room there is for deception to harm you. When doubt creeps in, call on him. He will not leave you to face this alone. His protection surrounds you, but you must also take responsibility for your own vigilance. Every decision you make in the coming days matters. What you choose to believe, who you choose to trust, and how you respond to the signs around you, these things will determine whether you are hurt by this betrayal or spared from its worst effects. Know that heaven is watching over you, and Archangel Michael will continue to walk with you. But your part in this requires action, quiet reflection, careful listening to your intuition, avoiding denial, embracing the uncomfortable truths when they show themselves. When you begin to see the signs, and you will, do not panic. Remain steady. What's coming is not meant to destroy you. It is part of your growth. The betrayal you're being warned about is not the conclusion of your story. It is a chapter, a trial, a refining fire that will prepare you for something greater. You are being strengthened by this. What feels like loss now will later be recognized as transformation. You'll be able to look back and understand why this had to happen. You will no longer carry the pain, but the wisdom. You'll see how this event helped you evolve into someone more aware, more resilient, and more spiritually aligned. I have seen a glimpse of what lies beyond this test. In that vision, you are whole. You are victorious. You are surrounded by people who uplift and support you genuinely. The one who planned to deceive you will be exposed. Their mask will fall. And instead of breaking you, this experience will prove your strength. What they meant for harm, the divine will turn into a tool for your elevation. As you move through the coming days, hold on to this truth. Archangel Michael is walking beside you. The Holy Spirit lives within you, constantly whispering the truth into your spirit. You are protected not because danger doesn't exist, but because your heart is aligned with the light. You are chosen. You are guided. And most importantly, you are never alone. This moment may seem heavy, but it will pass. And when it does, you'll find that you are not only unbroken, but made stronger than before. The one who sought to harm you will no longer have power. The storm will settle. You will emerge in the sunlight of truth, more certain of who you are and what you are meant to do in this world. This betrayal is not your end, it is a necessary step in a divine unfolding that leads you closer to your purpose. Trust in what you've been told. Trust in yourself. Trust in the divine presence that surrounds you at all times. This is a sacred message sent out of deep love for your soul. Take it seriously. Act wisely. And walk forward in peace, knowing that you are seen, loved, and defended by heaven itself. Amen.